Hello folks, and welcome to Farmstead MTG. And when I say folks, I mean let's put up the YouTube stat. I mean men between the age of 35 to 44. So I think I've hit my old school demographic pretty spot on. But let us not forget 0.5% women watching. So hello to you guys. So back for another round from our local Farmstead. Let's take a look at the decks. So let's take a look at the first deck here. It's a 4-color good stuff deck. First of all, this is an older picture from when we played with Scrying. So those river bows are changed for a goat in Pixies. And the two cards in the sideboard, I don't know what he put in for those. But this is a sweet deck. And this is like an old school journey. When he started out in old school, he traded away lots of his modern cards and legacy cards and got an Ancestral Recall. And then he has been saving up for that Time Walk for a long time. So that's really cool to see a deck getting better and better over time, and it's been tweaked a bunch. And yeah, we worked a lot on this deck with the numbers and all that. But the strategy is a little bit like, I think it's called Earn 'em on Ice, because when you have those Birds of Paradise, you can play turn 2 Ice Storm or Stone Rain or something like that to disrupt your opponent, or perhaps you play a big threat first and then disrupt your opponents with the land destruction. And if you get them down to below 10 life, you can often finish the game with some burn cards as well. So a lot of good and strong cards here. The sideboard, he has the blue and red Elemental Blast, Energy Flux, and another Fireball, and some Dervish. So a really good all-round deck, and yeah, I really like it. So that's the first one. Okay, here's the second deck. This is Roy's deck. He normally play the blue-red counterburn, but he's making some new for this tournament. I think he played this in X-Points on one of those leagues, but he's gone with a Rook Egg and a Suchi Triskelion and a burn package. He also has the Sacrifice card, so he can, and if he sacrifices the Suchi, he's going to get a lot of mana for those fireballs, and he can animate dead on the Triskelion or Suchis. And the Chain Lightning is pretty cool in this deck, because you can cast Chain Lightning on your Rook Egg, and since you're the owner, you can pay 2 more and cast the Chain Lightning on your opponent. So that's pretty sweet. I didn't know that, but I just saw it recently, so I like that part. In his sideboard there are some Glooms, Tether, Earthquake, Shivan Dragon, Blood Moons, and Red Blast. So yeah, really interesting to see how this goes. So that was the deck. Let's get down to the match. Game number 1. You have Jarl to left and Roy to right. Roy's on the play. Jarl has Mannequin to 6. Roy starts out with a Mana Vault. So now he have 5 mana on turn 2, and he plays a Suchi. So a good start. So, oh, and he only cast an Agoti in Pixies. That's an excellent answer to the Suchi. So he can block with that all day. So the Pixies has protection from artifacts. So what to do now? Volcanic Island. See a Stone Rain and Regrowth in his hand. Okay, so he's going for the Stone Rain. And in response, Roy cast a Lightning Bolt. And Roy attacks for 4 with Suchi. But since Jarle destroyed the bad land, he needs 2 more land before he can untap the Mana Vault. And a Chaos Orb that can deal with Suchi if he can hit. Okay. So he's not flipping with the Chaos Orb. He's using one of the pixies for some reason. I think they talk about the Chaos Orb was bent or something. So sure. That works. The Suchi is gone. Okay, and he just passed the turn. So he has 3 lands. There's an isle. Tapping 4 mana. Jin. Ooh. And Roy just passed the turn. Attacks for 4, puts the Roy down to 11. Oh, and an Ice Storm on the bad land. So Jarle's strategy is working perfectly here. He attacks with a beater and keeps Roy. Oh, he attacks for 4 and cast 2 lightning bolts. That's 10 damage. Wow, that come out of the blue. Shit. Okay, game 2. Roy is on the play. Starts out with a mountain. So in case you wondered, last game he just shortcutted it, but he attacks with the Urnam Jin for 4 damage, and then he cast 2 lightning bolts. That's 10 damage. So here he starts out with a forest into a Birds of Paradise, and Roy casts a Demonic Tutor. I would guess that he's searching for a Mind Twist, especially if he has a Mana Vault or something, or a Mana Flare or something like that.
Many fantasies are being transformed into reality by modern science.
Mox into a Soul Ring. Tapping 4 mana. And the Urnam is back. And a factory. So next turn he can attack for 6. He has 3 cards in his hand, 2 lands and a pixie. Sinkhole on the factory, Mana Vault and Mind Twist. Right. But now he is facing the Urnam and tapped the Mana Vault. So that's 5 damage every turn. And a Blood Moon. Okay. So normally Blood Moon is a really good card against this Jarle's 4-color deck. But in this game he has all the forests and Birds of Paradise and a Mox. So not that impacting in this game. So Roy is down to 10, down to 6. And he passed the turn. Jarl has an Ice Storm and a Forest in his hand. And he just passed the turn. Don't do 1 life. Now he has to pay 4 mana to untap the Mana Vault. He forgot to play a bird, but this is casual tournament, so no worry. Oh, and he scoops. Right, that was super fast. a little bit too fast. I was just getting started here. But Jarle won 2-0. His strategy worked out perfectly. Playing out big creatures and disrupting with land destruction. So that's how it goes. But since this video was short, you can watch some other videos. So enjoy and goodbye.